Thank you, Mr.
Thank
Cole.
you. Appreciate that. My first question be directed to Dr. Griffiths and Mr. Bonvillian. Do either of the institutions that you represent have specific programs that are targeted towards turning out civilian defense workers, particularly in areas like engineering, cybersecurity, computer programming, those sorts of things, or do you just do it in general for your student body?
Mr. Cole, I can start on that answer. Yeah, we do have all those specialized skill areas and are paying, frankly, a lot of attention to scaling them up and are starting a whole new college of computing around information technologies. But in addition, MIT is tackling a big task in developing online education technologies. That's the part of MIT that I actually work in. So we have now created, there's 11,000 people on the campus at MIT, but we literally reach millions through our online education programs that all meet MIT quality. And then in addition, MIT is cooperating with a lot of programs, a number of programs that help on the skilled technical workforce. So for example, I'm involved in a program that DoD is supporting in part called MassBridge. The aim of that, Massachusetts is the 8th largest defense contracting state, very strong defense companies in the state, very real needs, particularly in the aerospace area, for a skilled workforce. MassBridge wants to develop a program across the community colleges and Massachusetts high schools and vocational schools that will greatly increase the number and increase the new advanced manufacturing skill base in the state by bringing programs to the community colleges and secondary schools, as well as state colleges in advanced manufacturing, the precise kind of skill sets that this high-end defense sector in the state really has need for. So a statewide program to pursue, to really put in place a program to educate for advanced manufacturing is something Massachusetts is trying to do. Some other states are trying to do this too. But I think getting to the manufacturing skill base, that advanced manufacturing skill base, will be key.
If I could add to that, Dakota State University was in most recent mission set in 1984 was actually to prepare people to work in the computing industry. We have a number of programs across the sectors, heavy in computer science and cybersecurity. But one of the things about South Dakota is that we don't have a community college system. So the public higher education system fills that role. And so my university offers everything from associate degrees all the way through PhDs. We do have a number of dual credit programs, so high schoolers can accelerate. We have a program that we set in place of working with the local technical colleges for stackable credentials so that students of whatever age can actually take a course, gather the credentials and stack those credentials over time, going in and out of the workforce according to their time frame. And we paired that with a program of apprenticeships with businesses and industry around, including the potential for some online apprenticeships. We have just established a what we might call a rapid response non-credit educational program for workforce development in our region and in our state, which is aimed to be very, very responsive to workforce needs with courses that can be developed very, very quickly, deployed very quickly, and used for reskilling, upskilling, looking at the retired workforce and bringing some of them back. So there are a lot of pockets of this kind of innovation going on around the United States, where particularly smaller institutions who are able to move a little bit more quickly than the larger institutions. So there's a lot of innovation around. We're part of several consortia of schools that are developing these programs and collaborating with others in the area of computing and cybersecurity in particular, but we have our artificial intelligence degrees available in those areas as well.
I'm curious if outside of DoD itself, I sit on the committee that funds Department of Labor, Department of Education as well. Is there any coordination between DoD and these other departments who have quite a lot of money to be able to do specific programs to literally address defense worker shortage? My guess is no.
Well, Congressman, there is a new attempt to put together an interagency task force to really start to develop, common programs and programs that match up better across these agencies. We don't really have that now. You're right. But I think there's a growing awareness that programs at the Department of Education that focus frankly on college education, at the Department of Labor that focus on underemployed workers, that those need to mesh better. They need to talk to each other. And then secondly, the defense needs in areas like advanced manufacturing and new technology skills are going to have to draw on the programs that exist. So there is an effort that's begun on an interagency basis to try and make those programs pull better together.
Is there something we could do that would facilitate that, speed that up, and, help with that kind of coordination?
I think you all could really insist that the executive branch pursue it. And provide, some, look at the possibility of providing funding support for programs that get to this complementarity that we really need across our programs, because they really don't work together well now, and they need to.
Yeah, I think that's something we ought to look at. General Carloff, let me go to you.
Mr. Cole,
And
Mr. Cole,
Oh,
I'm sorry, you're over time.
okay, that's fine. And thank you very much, Madam
And
Chair.